Guys, she's not saying anything. Maybe she wants to take the second spoon. Let's see.
I can see crayfish. I can see prawn. You're good.
Yeah, it's the Gen Z style, not your regular.
Mercy, have mercy on us.
Hey food lovers, guess what? We're going straight to the Niger Delta region. Yes, I know you're looking at this right now. You might have a clue of what we're making, but maybe you're a bit confused, like what's going on? I'm seeing some funny things here, and that's why I want to tell you that today we are making the Gen Z style Banga Rice. It's Chef Mercy and this is Aroma. Of course, you can reach us for sponsorship and adverts with the numbers displaying on your screen right now. Okay, without wasting much of your time, let's tell you what we're having today and what we have before us. Yes, like I said, we're making the Gen Z style Banga Rice, Gen Z style. So it's not your regular Banga Rice. But tell me, where do you think this whole info about Banga Rice came from? Is Banga Rice from the Niger Delta region? Yes, we know it's from the Niger Delta region rather. So tell me, which part exactly has this Banga Rice? Is it the Urobo? Is it the Ishekiri? Is it the Ijo? Name them. Just let me know in the comment section of all our social media platforms, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, at Atlantic Media and TV, and do the hashtag Aroma. So for today, this is what we have as the main ingredients for this very recipe. And the star ingredients, the Banga. Yes. In case you don't know, this is what we call the palm fruits in English. And then we have the rice, of course, and the assorted. Yes, this is the protein choice for this very recipe. You might want to use other protein, but you know, when we're making Banga Rice, it's kind of a native food. We love to use the assorted, the orishi. And we have the fish, we have smoked fish, we have dried fish, we have crayfish for this, and we have some habanero pepper. We have some tomatoes, but trust me, the tomato is not for the Banga Rice. You might think that, okay, Chef Mercy wants to do something funny today. No, it's not for the Banga Rice. We're using this to do our peppered assorted that we'll be pairing the Banga Rice with today. And we have the dried shrimps over here. You can see we have onions, enough onions. So you need enough onions for this very recipe. And we have the scent leaf, which some people call the chow, yes, scent leaf. And we have this Banga Spice. Of course, you need your Banga Spice for this recipe. Okay guys, let's not waste much of your time. Grab your ingredients and let's get cooking. Okay guys, so this meal happens very fast, and while we're cooking our palm fruits, the Banga, we need it to soften. We have to prepare our protein for this recipe. So I'll be seasoning this recipe with some fish seasoning, crayfish seasoning cube, paprika, some dried thyme, curry powder, and black pepper. We don't need too much spice for this. And again, don't say, oh, curry in Banga Rice. No, this is not going into your Banga Rice. Remember, we're having peppered assorted. Yeah, so that's what we're using this for. So you need to stir very well to combine. Make sure your seasoning is not going one side, your cube is one side. You need to make sure you stir in properly. Stir in properly. So at this point, the heat is on, but on a very low heat. So we need the meat to sweat out its own juice. That way to be able to marinate properly. We need it to soak in and lock in all of the flavor. And I'll be going in with some grated onions. Stir that in properly. So you have to cover and allow it to sweat out its own juice. So in about 5 to 10 minutes, we'll be back to add water to the protein. Remember, our Banga is cooking, and once it's ready, we have to pound it and extract the juice from it. We'll be back. So it's exactly 10 minutes now. Let's see our protein. Like you can see, the protein sweat out its own juice. So now you can go in with water enough to cook this. This assorted could be really tough at times, so we need to go in with enough water to cook the protein. So stir that in properly. Cover and allow to continue cooking. So our banga is ready. As you can see, it has softened, so we need to take it off the heat and extract the juice, that is the palm juice from the palm fruit. And then we'll have to parboil our rice, but we'll be right back. Okay guys, so we need to parboil our rice. We need to make sure we parboil the rice. So it's already washed though. So tell me, do you wash your rice before parboiling, or you just go ahead to parboil it without washing? Let me know. So I could give you tips. If you let me know, I would give you tips. So I need to stir it to make sure that it's not molded. You need to make sure it's scattered. You don't want your rice lumpy. So mind you, we're using a regular rice. This is not basmati rice. This is just the regular long grain rice. So cover and allow to cook. So we're going to let this cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. Remember, banga rice needs to be not really soggy. I know people are used to the soggy type, but this Gen Z style of banga rice, we're not really making it soggy, but reasonably soft. So we need to cook it for some time, for about 10 to 15 minutes before we take it off the heat. Don't go anywhere. Okay, so it's about 15 minutes now. Our rice is about 40% cooked. We need to take it off the heat. We need to take off the heat now. So we've extracted our palm fruit, that is the banga juice. As you can see, it is looking so good. So guys, for this recipe, we'll have to allow this boil first. When it boils, we'll allow it to cool down, and then we scoop some oil from the top. We'll be needing it later. So for now, let's just cover and allow to boil. We'll be back. So now that our banga is boiling, you can see that. We need to take it off the heat and allow to cool. Remember, I told you we'll be scooping some oil from this that we'll be needing later. So we need to turn off the heat now. And over here, our protein is ready. So we need to take this to off the heat. So we'll be saucing this. Remember, we need the pepper sauce. We'll be right back. Okay, now we allow this settle. You can see the oil is already floating at the top. So we have to scoop out some oil that we'll be needing later. We want this to have some oil, so that's the reason we're scooping the oil part out. We'll be needing it later. We don't want the banga rice to be white, so that's the reason we are scooping some oil from it. Okay, so now we have to turn on the heat again and go in with the rest of the ingredients. So firstly, we're going in with our rice. Remember, this is parboiled rice, so you go in with this. So you might notice we have enough liquid. Yes, we have enough liquid because we want the rice to be reasonably soft, like I said from the beginning. Not soggy, but reasonably soft. So now we have to go in with the pepper. You need enough pepper for this, but like I would always say, do this according to your own heat tolerance. So like I said, you need enough onions for this. So this is our grated onions. Go in with it. Next is our dried shrimps. Go in with the dried shrimps. Over here we have our fish seasoning and seasoning cube. We're going in with this. So stir that in to combine. So next I'll be going in with the blended crayfish powder, Banga Spice. Stir very well. If you know, over here we love stirring things. We love to stir things over here. So stir in properly to combine. So next on the list, I'll be going in with the thoroughly washed dried fish and of course the smoked fish. Stir in again to combine. So at this point, you just have to cover and allow to cook. We'll be back to check on it. So while our banga rice is still cooking, let's sauce our protein. So are we going in with some palm oil? I know you might be wondering now, sauce protein you're using rather? Yes, it's banga rice. So why should I use vegetable oil when I'm dealing with palm oil, palm fruits, you see? Okay, so let's go in with some palm oil now. So we need to allow this get hot, like properly hot. Okay guys, so now let's see our banga rice. So we're still waiting for the oil to get hot. Let's see. Guys, the aroma in my kitchen at this point is heavenly. So we need to stir properly to make sure it's not burning. So remember I told you the goal is to make the rice reasonably soft but not soggy. So at this point you can taste and adjust with any ingredients of your choice. So guys, remember the oil we scooped out and I told you to save for later. So now you have to come in with that oil. You can see the rice is looking whitish and it's banga rice, so we needed to have that oil at the top. So we need to go in with the oil now. Remember, it is the Gen Z style banga rice. So next I would go in, I would love to garnish this with some finely diced fresh pepper, some onions of course. So at this point you have to cover and allow it to heat up. The rice is almost ready. We just need the diced pepper and onion to just heat up a bit, and then the scooped oil we added to it, we just need it to just kind of go in with the rice. We need it to go in together with the rice. So we'll be back to check on it. And the oil is ready at this point. You can see it is very, very hot. We'll have to go in with some finely diced onions. So stir in properly. Next, you want to go in with your blended pepper mix. Over here we have some blended tomatoes, pepper and onions. So stir in to combine. Guys, trust me, if you've been saucing your protein for banga with vegetable oil, you're wrong. Try this recipe and thank me later. So we'll be back to check on this. Okay, so at this point, let's see the yummy. So guys, I would also love to garnish this. You know I love to do the extras, right? Garnish this with some scent leaf. So it has this flavor, in as much as it will add to the pop of color, but it has this flavor that it will be adding to this recipe. So when you put that, you have to stir in. So if you notice, you see we have the oil floating at the top now. Stir in properly to combine. So remember I told you the goal is not to have mushy rice, but reasonably soft. And as you can see, our rice is not mushy. It's looking good, and trust me, it even tastes better than it looks. So guys, we'll cover this and we'll be back in less than 5 minutes to come check on it. Okay guys, so our rice is ready. Guys, look at that. So tell me, do you want to still keep cooking the mushy kind of banga rice, or you want to cook this Gen Z style banga rice? Just look at it. Is it the color? The color is given, the pop of color is given, and trust me, the aroma is heavenly. The taste, oh no, it tastes better than it looks. So we have to turn off the heat at this point and concentrate now on our peppered protein. So at this point, you can see the oil is separated from the pepper mix, so you know it is ready. We have to go in with the protein at this point, and I would love to go in with the stock, the meat stock. Stir in properly to combine. At this point, guys, you can taste and adjust with any ingredients of your choice. But as for me, this is very fine. So we'll have to allow the protein marinate into the pepper sauce and we'll be back to check on it. So guys, at this point, the pepper sauce is ready. I just love to garnish it with some scent leaf for garnishing. At this point, we have to take it off the heat, and remember, I am not going to be eating all of this alone. There's no way I'm going to eat this. So we're having a guest and we are open for sponsorship and adverts. You can reach us to the numbers displaying on your screen right now. Guys, I need to quickly plate this. My guest is around. I'll be right back. Guys, welcome back. So our deliciousness is ready. Like I told you, we're having the Gen Z body style of Banga Rice. As you can see, this is not your regular Banga Rice, so I would say this is special. And of course, you can see I plated it in 2 places. I will not be eating all of this alone. So who will be joining us to eat this deliciousness? Well, she's a food lover, but our ex-beauty queen. Join me to welcome to Aroma. Hi, Sharon.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. Welcome to Aroma.
Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. You look so good. I love the outfit. It's giving the Gen Z style. And today we're having Gen Z body kind of Banga Rice. So it's not the regular Banga Rice. So tell me, what do you think you notice here?
First of all, I notice the meat. I like spicy.
Okay.
Spicy proteins.
Okay,
and
you can see.
I can see that it's very, very spicy and well garnished.
Okay, you can see, guys. She's a food lover, so forget the beauty of Gen Z body. Okay, so tell me, have you really had this kind of... No, let's even ask you, have you had Banga Rice before?
I've had Banga Rice, but not in this type of dressing. More
exactly,
like
not the Gen Z body kind
dressing,
of.
Yes, this dressing is very, very...
Yeah, like, very good, very good. Yes, I know you're concentrating on the food, but before we go there, let's ask you.
I'm trying to
not
celebrate too much.
Yes, I know. So how was your trip down here?
It was fine.
But you're thinking about the food?
Of course, I'm starving.
Okay, she's starving, guys. Let's not bore her too much with talk. Let's face the business of today. Guys, she's not saying anything. Maybe she wants to take the second spoon. Let's see.
You don't have to talk for me.
She said I don't have to talk for her. Okay. I love the energy, guys.
This one means like everything is for me, right?
Yeah, everything is before uncle. Everything is for you, my sister. I know you love food.
That's good.
I know.
You went extra. I can see crayfish, I can see prawn. You're good.
Yeah, it's the Gen Z style. Gen Z body in the kitchen, Chef Mercy. And this is Aroma. It has to be different, not your regular.
Mercy, have mercy on us.
Of course I will, but once I'm in the kitchen, forget Mercy. This is so yummy.
This is good.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
thank you for the compliment. So I'm feeling myself right now. Like I am so feeling myself.
From the dressing to the ingredient, like I didn't even know that there was crayfish when I saw this at first. I thought it was just more of like the only protein that was going to be shaki.
The assorted
meat. And then I'm seeing like special surprises.
You know, my mom used to say something. She would say, "Nah, I first the chop food." So when you see the food, you start boiling, like all the worms and everything in your stomach would just start saying, "Bring that food, bring that food." That's what we're having right now. Guys, you should be here testing this. You should be here testing this for real.
Sorry, you guys are missing out.
You can see our ex-beauty queen. This one is not runway, but she's doing it properly. As much as it's not runway.
Okay, before I forget all my training etiquette.
Okay.
Am I allowed to take this off camera?
Okay, before her fans will see her devouring it. Very, very free.
I cannot fold my hand.
Very free. You don't need to fold your hand. You can eat it off camera. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it.
Sorry, bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Guys, you heard it from our ex-beauty queen. This recipe is yet another banger straight from the Aroma kitchen. Of course, course, you know we are open to sponsorship and adverts. Reach us with the numbers displaying on your screen right now. I'll see you again for another flavorful episode and special episode of Aroma. Same time next weekend. I remain Chef Mercy. Keep cooking!